pass there, call it the 26. Right to the air. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them no more to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defensive. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field. The football ends in
one play. That just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On play action, it's Murray. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. After 7-3 the score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now. Flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. stayed cool under pressure, and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action now, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Blake Gillikin now. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw, it's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Murray. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They run for it with Hunt. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Murray off play action. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Trey
good. 45 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On play action, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they'll score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now this, a very short kick. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to McBride. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Down inside the 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cards will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. fake the handoff. Now Murray. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got them, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. They run again with Hunt. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On
third down. Here's Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's got room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Arizona,
they get the victory in the season finale, but it will still mean a sub-500 season as they finish at 8-9.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,
it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting strong.